Buenos tardes.
Hey, buenos tardes. Hey, welcome to Snackdown. I'm Justin, and this is...
Andy.
And it's early morning Black Friday. Hello.
Sure.
Don't wake the kids in the back seat.
Yeah. You brought your kids? Shame on you.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. They should be home sleeping.
If you're like me, let's just break into it. What do you do on Black Friday?
I usually end up working on Black Friday. This year, I'm actually not working on Black Friday.
Nice.
Because I'm here doing the podcast with you at 1 a.m. in the morning, right?
Yeah. Right. This is live.
Yeah, this is live. But yeah, I usually work. I don't know. I'm not a big, get out early, hit the stores kind of person.
Me neither. I think whatever shopping I can do from the comfort of my own home if I want to.
It's true. And now they've introduced, Cyber Monday. So
yeah.
It's like you can surf the internet in your
shorts.
You,
whatever you want.
Or your skins.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure there's lots of people out shopping. It's a big day.
Yeah.
And hopefully no one dies this year.
We're not judging you if you are. So this week was kind of my week. Right? I know what you're all thinking, day after Thanksgiving, we're going to do some Thanksgiving type stuff and maybe some leftover stuff. Dead wrong.
Curveball.
Curveball. This week's theme is black for Black Friday.
Black.
So here's what we're going to do. One drink and one food. So if those of you who are familiar with a paloma, we're having a black paloma. And we'll kind of go into what makes it black. But it's pretty dark. It's not like...
It looks good, though.
Yeah.
I think.
No, it looks good. It looks good.
It's aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to hold your hand for that one. That was all. I give you that little confidence squeeze at the end.
Was that lime and grapefruit?
Yeah. Not ruby red, just regular
grapefruit.
Yellow.
That's why I was a little confused.
Yellow
but I'm
grapefruit.
I know it's not lemon. But the green, yellow, and black, kind of cool.
And then we're also doing a Caribbean-style black bean soup. And you're thinking, Andy, this is a snack down. You didn't have hours to make a black bean soup, and you're darn right I didn't. I went to Wegmans, and they make killer soup at Wegmans, so I got some Caribbean-style black bean soup. So if you have a Wegmans in your vicinity, press pause, and then just go and pick it up. And
cheers with your black bean soup.
I guess I should have told people to press pause after they listen to the next direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're just sitting there.
Now they're just waiting on pause.
They're just idling.
We just lost all our listeners. They're all on pause.
Yeah. And then, I picked up some tequila, so I think we're going to warm our bones a little bit. It's
that's right. We're just going to do a shot, right?
A little sippy, you know what I mean? Just get the flavor for it. So it's Tres Agaves, and it's like the organic single barrel reserve. So
yeah, and this was aged in Kentucky bourbon barrels, which is interesting.
Let's get into this.
Yeah, so we're going to try this tequila first. Mm-hmm. It's sippable.
Yeah, it's definitely sippable.
I'm not a huge tequila person, but sometimes I've found that if it's 100% agave, it's more drinkable.
What else would it be made with?
I don't know.
Non-agave?
Some of them aren't 100% though. Because isn't Jose Cuervo not 100%?
That I'm not sure. Anyway, so that's drinkable. And it kind of has like a little bit of a smokiness, like a smoked mezcal.
Yeah, so Jose Cuervo is made with blue agave, but I don't think it's 100%. Doesn't say 100%.
Yeah, and this is organic too.
Because the lady when I was getting tequila ones, the lady at the liquor store was like, "Oh, try this liquor. It's the same price as Jose Cuervo, but it's 100% agave, and it makes a big difference." And so then I tried it. I'm like, "Oh, this is actually decent."
Well, it's really good.
It does have actually, I don't know if this is crazy, but it does have a little bit of a bourbon taste.
I can't taste necessarily a bourbon taste, but definitely a smokiness to it.
Yeah, like a smoky, almost caramely?
What was that? God, you're so confident.
Like a bourbony sweetness to it.
I'm going to try a little bit of that black bean soup.
Tequila.
Yeah. Or something. I need to just drink something at some point.
Black bean soup. Let's get some sipping noises.
Oh my God.
That's good soup.
It's really good.
Now, do you ever melt cheese in your soups?
Just in general?
Yeah.
Melt it to the point of being indistinguishable from the rest of the soup.
Sometimes you put a little bit of shredded cheese in there, and it gets a little half melty.
Yeah.
That's
really
really
I like
good.
that. Yeah. Like with a chili.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like to break through cheese to get to my soup also. Like in...
You like to punch through?
Like
a French onion?
French onion soup, yeah.
And then you just smell like onion for the rest of the day? Mm-hmm. You like
Kitty
that?
Hoynes, if you're in Syracuse, makes a great French onion soup.
I'm going to get into I feel like we're rushing, but I have to get a sip of something to drink right now. Because that's spicy, and the tequila...
And then we're on the last drink, folks. And that's it.
Wow, we need to cut some interstitials in there.
And he's drinking it like a drink.
I'm like, oh my God.
It's water.
Mm-hmm.
Salty.
What was that? Can we just replay that 500 times?
This is pretty good. Better than I thought it was going to be.
Why do you say that?
It looked similar to the Bumbo that we had. Man, that's salty. I'm not a big fan of salt on the rims. Are you?
Clearly.
Because, like, that's all I end up tasting.
Well, just don't work around. You get a couple sips of salt, and then you're good.
I know, but I have to, like, suffer through the salt for, like, until it's gone off that part of the rim, and then I can enjoy the drink.
Can I level with you?
What?
The Paloma that I had at a Mexican restaurant was way better than this.
Oh, yeah. So I'm tasting the tequila and water. What else is in there?
Grapefruit juice, like fresh squeezed grapefruit juice, and fresh squeezed lime juice.
I don't really taste the grapefruit juice. I think I might taste a little bit of the lime.
What's up there? But
Yeah, I do taste the grapefruit juice, actually. Now that I'm, like, hunting for it.
that's a bummer. Dang it.
So, Andy, why is it black?
Let me take off my sweatshirt first, because it's getting warm up in here. Because I feel like I'm on, like, death row, because you're just like, I don't taste anything. It tastes like darkness and water and tequila. So, Justin, it is black because it has squid ink or cuttlefish ink in it. And that's the cuttlefish ink that we were supposed to use for the Halloween episode,
Yep.
but it came in late. So for anyone who's using cuttlefish in anything, make sure you're warming it up, like hot.
Yeah.
Adding it to water, and then accounting for that when you add water to whatever you're making. Because when I tried making this drink, I don't think I added the salt, or I'm sorry, I don't think I added the ice yet, but it was just kind of lukewarm everything. And I put it in, and what happened?
It was just like chunks floating around in the water. Like,
Yeah, it globbed. I had to strain it. So what I did after that was just got some hot water and then just like stirred it in a very small mixing bowl. It's good soup, huh?
I don't know if I've ever had black bean soup. So I'm not a big soup person, I guess. Not that I dislike soup. I just like, I don't order soup when I go to restaurants.
You go to...
You know, it's like soup or salad. I usually get salad. I love
Really?
salad.
You just told me that you love punching through cheese.
Yeah, so if I get a soup,
It's
the
something...
rare times, it's like, oh, like French onion soup's kind of cool. Especially at Kitty Hoynes because they make it with like Guinness or something like that. But yeah, I don't make soup for myself.
Do you have a crock pot?
No, that's one of the main reasons.
That would be a win for you.
I have some hate for crock pots.
Did your mom make crock pot stuff all the time?
She did, and I didn't like crock pots. So here's the thing that I don't like about crock pots. But it has nothing to do with the crock pots. I'm not a stew person. I don't like stews.
No, I got you.
And most of it is because I do not like cooked vegetables. You know, like carrots and all that stuff. Once
That
it
are,
gets
like,
all
already
like
kinda-
mushy and gross. And like that's mostly like stews. You know, you got your meat and then you got your like vegetables in there, and they're all kind of like beef stew. Just not a big fan.
But you like French onion soup, right?
I like French onion soup, yeah.
So that's kind of stewed onion, right? Do you like chili?
I like chili if it's spicy.
So you like it for its spices. Do you like beans? Do you like beans in soup?
I mean, I like this. You're always trying to figure out like what's the core of this dislike?
Who hurt you?
Yeah, where's the trauma on this?
yeah.
The flashbacks. Oh no, beef stew.
It's food psychoanalysis.
So I'll be a gotcha food journalist, and you'll be a food counselor.
Tell me about your relationship with desserts and your father.
Tell me more about your relation to beef stew.
What's your beef with the stew?
So you said you're not a big Black Friday shopper. Have you ever gone out on Black Friday?
I have, but like I've never gone out at like 3 a.m. If I go out, it's usually kind of towards the middle or end of the day. I got to be honest, I don't like crowds.
Yeah,
And I don't
same.
like lines.
I was reading a little bit about Black Friday. You kind of think of it as like people, at least in America, like people fighting for things and violence. And there actually have been several deaths throughout the years on Black Friday. I forget how many, but even one is too many deaths by shopping. But I guess that's all been kind of like lowered over the years by what's known as Christmas creep.
What is Christmas creep and how can you cure it?
So Christmas creep is basically people selling Christmas stuff earlier and earlier throughout the year, and sales and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So there's like less of an emphasis on...
yeah, there's less
jumping
of
on
like
Black
right
Friday.
now, you know, there's sales on Christmas stuff. You know, it comes out, it's spread out a lot longer. So it's called Christmas creep. But because of that, the craziness on Black Friday is kind of like dwindled, I guess, which is good.
So according to The Independent, the UK magazine or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, 7 people have died and 98 people have been reported injured on Black Friday since 2006.
It's like one every other year almost.
Yeah, and actually you can go to...
But 96?
That's actually outdated. I went to BlackFridayDeathCount.com.
Oh no, the fact that there's a website.
Yeah, and it's up to 12 and 117 injuries. And these aren't just like regular, like, you hit me with a life-size Barbie. It's like, man wounded in shooting inside New Jersey Mall at the end of Black Friday in 2018. Oh no. So in 2018, it says 2 people stabbed at Macy's in Destiny, USA.
Wow. I cannot imagine taking out a weapon and risking jail time for like a toy or a shirt.
For a toy that you or your kids aren't going to give a shit about in like 6 months.
It's like, sorry, kid, I almost got it for you, but now I am going to be in jail for 10 to 15 years. Mm-hmm. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Not Tickle Me Elmo. Tickle Me Homicide. Yeah. That's terrible.
I remember the year Tickle Me Elmo came out and like how insane it was. People died, and then there was like tons of people injured from like trampling, and like people were fighting, and like that was a crazy year.
Okay, so there's another section that's not included in the count, but they're honorable mentions. There's nothing honorable about a murder-suicide at Chicago Nordstrom, leaving 2 dead. Welcome to the Black Friday episode. I'm Andy, and this is just...
It's a Dark Friday episode.
I'm sorry, I got on a little tangent there, and that could be the tequila?
Yeah, I'm feeling it, actually. So, here's another thing that we can talk about. This is the first time we've had tequila on the episode.
For real?
Mm-hmm. We've not had a tequila drink.
Justin's just burpy. Why are you burping? From the club soda?
I think it's from the beans.
I am
Bean
too.
burps?
No, I don't think that's a thing. I appreciate your enthusiasm and creativity, but that's not a thing, Justin.
Yeah, so we've never had tequila on the episode before.
Well, we will from now on.
So you like tequila, right? I think you've talked about it before.
I like tequila, yeah.
I'm not a huge tequila person.
Do you drink crappy tequila?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But usually tequila drinks give me a headache, for one, a lot of times.
How many clearance tequila drinks have you ever had?
Clearance? What is that?
Like you get from...
like my grappa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never gotten clearance tequila.
But you get well tequila?
Usually tequila gives me a headache.
Is it because you're on your like 8th drink at a bar?
Yeah. But tequila just has a taste that I usually don't like. But since I learned about the 100% agave thing, which a lot of tequila is now, I've kind of enjoyed it. But it just has a flavor that I'm not like... I'd much rather have a vodka or rum drink.
You'd rather have vodka? And
a vodka cocktail.
And no disrespect to Lev. Okay.
I see the disappointment in your eyes.
No. I'm not disappointed. I'm just mad. So wait. That's not it. Hold on. I'm just disappointed. Okay, we're back to square one. Go on.
So, in your experience with your alcohols...
Go on. Now you're making me sound like an alcoholic.
Does tequila affect you differently than other alcohols?
No. And I refuse to believe that one type of alcohol can make you feel different than another alcohol. Except red wine. Because it just like...
The sulfates or whatever?
No, I don't know. I mean, so maybe I'm like going back on... I don't know. I feel like red wine just mellows me out.
You feel sophisticated? Is that why?
Maybe. I mean, there's like no sweetness, or like a dry red wine, right? I'm not talking about like a table sweet, semi-sweet red or sweet red. Like a dry red wine, like I almost like want to just go to sleep. And I don't know why that is. But yeah, I mean, tequila, I don't get crazy with it. No more than I would with a gin and tonic or bourbon or whatever. Yeah. Like I've had like crazy nights with, pretty much everything except red wine.
I think we've mentioned slightly maybe on like an early episode. I think like episode 3. We kind of talked about it. But I've said that a lot of people say they get crazy on tequila. Like I was listening to the radio and people were calling in of like, what's your tequila story? And I know lots of people that are like, give me some tequila and like my night's crazy, But I think those people just drink tequila drinks. You know what I mean? I think it's just alcohol. Like, and the drinks they drink have tequila in them. Like margaritas. Whoa. Man, this bean.
Stop, don't blame it on the bean. Beans are not carbonated. They can make you gassy on the other end, but I don't think it affects you in burping, dude. So, okay. So I'm at...
Maybe it's agave. Maybe it gets in your blood.
I'm at livescience.com. So take that with a slight grain of salt. It's not...
A grain of salt like on the rim of the glass.
Yeah, which you're avoiding. So in the study, researchers examined how consuming different types of alcohol, such as beer, spirits, and wine, could affect a person's emotions when drinking at home or out in public. Their findings suggest that spirits, which have higher alcohol concentrations, are frequently associated with feelings of aggression. Understanding emotions associated with alcohol consumption is imperative to addressing alcohol misuse, providing insight to what emotions influence drink choice between different groups in the population. The hell does that mean? Did you understand that?
No.
Okay, cool. I mean, they had 30,000 survey participants. I don't think a survey response is going to take out any sort of assumptions about how you act with different types of alcohol.
Yeah.
Right. So that's BS. Anyway, if anyone finds anything, any sorts of academic articles, please add us.
I honestly think it's just because like tequila drinks are like the kind of drinks that are always on like buy one get one free nights and stuff like that, like margaritas and all that. So people like go out specifically to get like crazy.
Justin, not everyone drinks at Applebee's.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of, like, when people go out to, like, let's get crazy tonight, you know, a lot of the drinks that they drink, I think, are tequila drinks, so then they blame it on tequila when it's just drinking. I'm going to try to look up the history of a Paloma.
Oh, I already did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is from tastecocktails.com.
So Paloma is normally not black. Normally what, like a pinkish color because of the grapefruit juice?
Typically, it's like a ruby grapefruit, like a red grapefruit.
Okay.
So little is known about it, but La Paloma means the dove. And some think that the popular folk song composed in the early 1860s, La Paloma, is the inspiration
La Paloma, La Paloma.
I think that's La Cucaracha.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, anyway, there's a guy that states it was created by the legendary Don Javier Delgado Corona, the owner and bartender of La Capilla in Tequila, Mexico. God, I sounded like an NPR reporter. Mm-hmm. You know, they're just like, "Hey, what's up, Phil?" And I'm over here at La Cacique. And they just like pop into like a hard, like Latin American accent. Nice.
Now you said his last name is Corona.
Yeah.
Does that have anything to do with Corona?
No, I think it's just a last name.
Okay. Okay. The reason I tied it to that was because we're talking about alcohol already, and he was like a drink maker. So.
Sure, okay. He was a bar owner.
Yeah. It makes sense, doesn't it?
No.
This soup is really good.
I know. It's got a little bit of spice, which I know you like.
I do.
I think it's vegetarian. It's black bean. Unless they like snuck some bacon in there somewhere.
Yeah. It was really good.
What are your thoughts on the Paloma?
I was going to ask you. So you just had a Paloma recently?
Like last weekend?
Can you taste the squid ink in here from having one without squid ink?
No. Can you?
No. I've never had squid ink. I think it's pretty tasteless other than maybe like a salty, fishy taste, I've heard.
Very light.
But it's very light. So
we should just taste some squid ink right now.
Let's do it. Let's turn our tongues black.
All right. Well, you want to get it and we'll take a little break and can we get
La Paloma, La Paloma. Yeah, we'll take a little break, I guess. We're just gonna get squid ink to drink.
No, we just kind of dab it.
Dab our fingers in it. Then we'll know.
We'll be right back.
All right, bye. Hey, we're back. We're talking about mayonnaise off the pod while we were getting the squid ink. And here's a funny story about mayonnaise. Kind of. So, do you ever eat artichokes?
In what fashion?
Like peeling it off the artichoke and eating it?
Yeah, I do.
Like, what do? Like steam it or whatever?
Yeah, steam it.
So somehow, I forget who told us this, but someone brought us into the world of artichokes. And so my family would take artichoke.
What the hell is wrong with your family?
You peel a leaf of the artichoke, and you dip it in mayonnaise, and you eat it. Yeah.
Why not butter?
I don't know, but it's delicious, right?
Done butter?
So,
have you ever done butter?
No, I have only done mayonnaise. But here's what's funny though. I like artichokes are great. Turns out I just really like the mayonnaise because when I taste like if I'm spreading mayonnaise on a sandwich or something and I like lick a little off my finger, I'm like artichokes.
Tastes like artichoke.
And then I was like, wait, that's not artichoke, that's mayonnaise. So that's
so stupid.
But those two flavors are tied so close to my mind.
Had you not had mayonnaise before that?
No, that's the only time I like strictly like am scooping mayonnaise to eat it.
That's like not good.
No.
It's really disgusting.
It's just funny because
So who got you guys hooked on mayonnaise?
Someone in Virginia, I think, when we were living in Virginia.
Where'd you live in Virginia again?
I lived like 30 minutes outside DC, Montclair, Virginia.
So can I tell you about this black bean soup? Because we didn't really talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was good.
It was good.
Yeah, good. Black bean soup.
And you'd like look at it and like edit and you'd be like, shit, we didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
So this is Caribbean style. And of course, with arbitrary heat measures, it's 2 out of 3 peppers. Are you shitting me?
I feel like in this podcast, we're just finding all these like arbitrary meters.
Yeah. Sodium. You ready for this?
Yeah.
1,230 milligrams.
Oh my gosh.
That's if you eat this, it's 53% of your daily sodium. You want to know the fiber? Because we were talking about fiber. You were talking about surviving on fiber. And you're like,
Bugs.
oh yeah, that'd be a good source of fiber. And I'm like, you have no worries in post-apocalyptic world because this is 104% of your fiber, right? And then 20 grams of protein.
Wow, pretty good.
So it's got, I'm not going to say this again. Everything's organic in this, other than water, which kind of makes me a little suspicious.
Wait, not organic water?
You can't make organic water. Okay.
What if it said organic water?
I would be very upset.
Grass-fed water.
I would chuck this and try to rid this of my body.
Yeah.
Yeah, grass-fed water. Sustainably sourced water. But it's got vegetable stock, black beans, organic water. It's got onions, red bell peppers, black bean flakes, salt, red wine vinegar, garlic, jalapeno peppers.
Oh, that's a little bit of the spice.
That's the heat. A little canola oil, sea salt, and spices. That's the secret sauce. The spices. It's good, though.
It's good, yeah.
Let's get this on.
Oh, that's right. We were going to taste the squidding. I completely forgot already.
So I got to tell you, this is pretty fresh. So this is good till 10/6/2023. But this was the lot. The lot is 10/6/19.
Oh wow,
that's really fresh.
That's like right when they. No, it was like a month after we.
Less than a month.
Less than a month after we
yeah.
ordered it.
Yeah.
It's
All right,
cool.
Ready?
So how do you think they're getting the cuttlefish ink? Are they like milking them like cows?
No, the fish are dead. They're dead. Stop. Stop.
But you ever watch SpongeBob? When he's getting the jelly out of the jellyfish?
No. Like milking it like a cow?
Yeah, and it's like jelly.
I mean, really, if you're doing it like a farmer would?
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
It looks like paint.
Yeah.
It looks like we're about to lick paint.
It looks like an acrylic or oil paint.
Mm-hmm.
You got a big, toothpaste glob of it. You got more than me, right?
All right, are we ready to lick this thing? Did you taste it?
Oh, God, it's gross.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to just lick this thing, I guess.
All right, do it. God.
Okay, well, we kind of took a break as we washed squid ink out of our mouth. That was a lot saltier than I thought.
And a lot blacker than I thought.
Yeah. So, when we were looking up squid ink, apparently squid ink pasta is a thing. And it's pretty popular, I guess. I don't know why, though.
I think it's just color, honestly.
Is it just color? It's not like flavor?
I mean...
People say it has like a salty, fishy taste. I tasted just more salt when I tasted that.
It was a little fishy. Fishiness is not so much of a taste as it is a smell, and you're smelling a shot right now.
It's true. Yeah. That's true, yeah. Because I'm sick.
Justin tried, inhaling, and it's like... So what do you... What do you make of today?
It was a great one. Look at your Paloma, though. It's kind of separated. Now it looks like a paint dish.
It's not my fault.
If you've been painting with black paint and you put your brushes in this.
Or really a bunch of just different paints.
Pretty good, though. I've never actually heard of a Paloma before.
Well, if you see it in a bar, order it, and it's going to taste better than that.
Better than that.
Guaranteed. So we're not done.
No.
What else do we have?
No, we're out of tequila. We can have more.
I've got something.
You have something to try?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Close your eyes.
Close my eyes and hold out my hand?
Yeah, close your eyes.
Is this like an apple?
Maybe. It's a big surprise.
Am I eating this?
Yep.
Not looking at it?
Correct.
What is this, Easter?
I will crush you.
Ugh. Licorice jelly beans.
Black licorice. Black Friday.
So, people agreed with me that you were crazy with the black licorice Easter thing.
I don't think the word crazy was brought up, but okay. Ugh, they're gross. They're so gross. And you're eating another one.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you gave them to me.
Okay. This actually kind of tastes like root beer.
A little bit, yeah.
This is probably the best black licorice I've ever had.
It's pretty decent.
For black licorice.
So where does licorice come from? Licorice is a plant otherwise known scientifically as Glycyrrhiza glabra.
Do that again?
Glycyrrhiza glabra?
Oh, I see it.
How would you say it?
Oh, you did great.
The licorice plant grows natively in southern Europe and Asia. Some countries known for their licorice plants include Spain, Italy, Greece, and Turkey. According to Healthline, licorice root is used to soothe gastrointestinal problems. In the cases of food poisoning, stomach ulcers, and heartburn, licorice root extract can speed the repair of stomach lining and restore balance.
Did you know that you can get licorice poisoning?
Really?
Yeah.
Too much licorice.
So FDA says that foods containing licorice and its derivatives are safe if you're not consuming it excessively. So they didn't put a number on it. But other jurisdictions, which Wikipedia doesn't state which they are, say you should have no more than 100 to 200 milligrams of glycyrrhizin per day, which is the equivalent of about 2.5 to 5.3 ounces of licorice confectionery. And licorice should not be used during pregnancy.
Used.
Hey, bud, you using licorice? I told you I'm not using anymore.
In the future, there's going to be shooting up licorice.
God, don't say that. It's going to happen. It's post-apocalyptic. And, like, everyone's like, hey, what happened to Justin? I'm like, the L got him.
Eating bugs and...
Injecting the L?
Yeah.
Injecting the L.
Yep. So if you had too much licorice liqueur, you could die from alcohol poisoning and licorice poisoning. Trifecta. Well, no, that's two.
Bifecta.
Bifecta.
I don't know what it's called at that point. Double-edged sword? Let's just do that.
Double-edged sword, yeah. Twice cursed.
Well, that was good, right?
Well, yeah, so hope you're out safe.
Yeah, really.
Doing the shopping.
Yeah. You know, obviously this is a live ep, so we know what's going on, but wherever you are in the world, I hope the weather's okay for you.
Oh, look, Andy, a shooting star.
Oh my gosh. Wow, how majestic. We'll make a wish. With a shooting star we just saw, because it's 1 a.m. Chirp. Chirping noise.
What would I wish for right now?
Yeah.
Fingers crossed for the Nielsen 5. Just no more squid ink, I think.
That's your wish? That's a crappy wish. Well, what would you have changed about this episode?
Probably the part where I rubbed the squid oil on my tongue.
Ink, just ink, not
ink.
oil.
Oil's different.
Yeah. It oils up the tongue.
I think it was good. The black bean soup was good. The paloma was good. I've never had a real paloma.
Excuse me? That's very condescending, Justin.
Well, now that I tasted how salty the squid ink was,
yeah,
I realized it definitely would have affected the paloma. Like, we talked about how subtle the squid ink was, but once we, like, rubbed it in our gums and put it on our lips, we realized it's stronger than I thought.
Yeah.
Man.
Because we just had pure squid ink.
The bean soup's making me burpy.
Burpee? That's not a... Maybe the club soda did.
Yeah, so what was your favorite thing we had today? Black bean soup, for me.
Straight tequila.
That actually was pretty good. I was surprised by that.
And speaking of surprise, that licorice was actually not terrible.
No, it wasn't. I wonder if the squid ink, like, numbed our taste buds.
But I think, like, of all the black licorice I've ever had, that was, like, the least, like, terrifying.
Yeah, that was well done. Well, I guess it's time that we have absinthe, right? Because that's, like, licoricey. Have an absinthe drink.
Let's do it. After the banana oysters and
Fernet Branca.
Fernet Branca. All right, well, cool.
Cool. So be safe out there. Don't fight someone for something because it's just a material possession. You don't need it.
And you know what's free? Listening with us every week.
Yeah. Just listen to Snackdown, wrap it up, put it on the tree, and it's the best present you can give.
But, yeah, everyone be good to each other during Thanksgiving and holiday season. And, well, Thanksgiving's already over, but
be thankful for everything you have. I'm thankful for this podcast.
Yeah. Thankful for hanging out with you, Justin.
Yeah.
And our listeners and our guests.
Yeah. All the guests we've had this year.
Yeah. This podcast isn't even a year old.
All the new people we've talked to this year.
Right. Do you want to shout out anyone?
Do I want to shout out anyone?
Like
yes. Actually,
thankful?
while I'm thinking of it, I should shout out my friend, Justin Bennett, who I've mentioned several times on older episodes as my friend. And he's, I've just never actually said his name. So he's my friend who's like a big beer connoisseur and has introduced me a lot of beer. He's the one that introduced me to the Heady Topper. Mm-hmm. There's been like 3 or 4 times I've said my friend.
And you just call him your friend?
Yeah. So Justin Bennett, I will call out.
Shout out to Handlebar Todd.
Oh, yeah.
Super cool guy. He's like very informative, honestly. Yeah. We'll kind of say something on the pod or whatever, and he'll be like, hey, here's some follow-up info. And we're like, crap, we could use that for the pod.
I know. We were doing the bug episode, and he sent us a picture of a book that he had about eating bugs.
Maybe he's like our research guru.
Yeah.
Thankful for all the guests that we've had on this year, right?
Wayne, Katie, Scott,
Chris, Travis,
Anthony,
Wayne's mom, Lev.
Thanks for Marcus.
Oh my gosh! Thanks, Marcus. And you know what? Congrats on your wedding, Marcus. Because Marcus is married at this
making
point.
us upscale our glassware
and making me eat like 300 calories worth of stroopwafel every morning now.
Yeah. And shout out to Craig for sending us stuff.
Of course, shout out to Craig
and Sarah Card,
Bacon?
Sarah Bacon.
Who's Sarah Card?
It was her name when I knew her in high school.
Oh, I'm like, Sarah. Yeah, I'm like, right. She sent a card. Why are you mentioning that? Wayne's sister?
Wayne's sister who sent us stuff, and we haven't got to it yet. So that's a little teaser.
But we
out
just want-
there. We're hanging a carrot on a fishing pole for you.
Is it a fishing pole or just a stick? That sounds a little expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do a stick. Bamboo, if you will.
So yeah, we're thankful for our listeners, our friends. Thanks for this laptop for sticking around, not exploding.
Yeah. God bless that laptop. You wanna talk us out?
Yeah, I'll talk us out. All right. Thanks for listening today. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and you can find this episode and others like it on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and a bunch of other places. And you can go to our website at www.snackdownpod.com. Yeah, thanks for listening. Happy Thanksgiving from the Snack Pack. Hope you've snacked well. And you've gained a couple snackstra pounds.
Dude, that's awesome. That was good.
And say hi to the fam for us.
Definitely say hi to the fam.
Yeah.
You know, this is a little post-Thanksgiving, but I hope you guys have already been like, oh, yeah, hey, can you pass the cranberry sauce? Also, you know what goes well with cranberry sauce? Listening to Snackdown.
Yeah.
Like, just like drop our, I hope you guys were like dropping our names for Thanksgiving.
And if you're out on Black Friday and you spend money on a new like speaker system or something like that, make sure we're the first thing that plays through those speakers.
That would be sweet.
Yeah.
Speaker christening.
Yeah.
Or if you're like in line, just play it off your phone.
Yeah.
Right?
Out
in
loud.
line. Yeah. Very loud.
Well, on that note, be safe and love each other for the rest of the year.
And next year.
That's true.
But we'll remind you next year.
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
We'll hound it into you.
We will pound it. Yeah. We will abuse you to love each other.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Goodbye. Like I
Just
gotta
get a
start-
stomach virus, Justin. That's 8 to 10 pounds.
Insert tapeworm.
Not even. Please don't do that. We don't recommend that. Official statement.